Native American flute music, Tribal 4B Guide navigating Federal Child Welfare Services funding from the Children's Bureau, title page, and Children's Bureau logo.
Welcome to the overview of collaboration and joint planning.
Tribal 4B Guide cover image, lined paper with text, collaboration and joint planning, coffee cup.
Section 4 of the guide.
2 women high five, text, Section 4, collaboration and joint planning.
Emphasizes the importance of collaborative planning with the children and families served, as well as with the Children's Bureau, service providers, courts, the education system, and health and well-being systems.
Handshake graphic with text, collaboration and joint planning. Icons pop up on screen as narrator reads.
They play a role in the tribe's efforts to ensure the safety, permanency, and well-being of those served.
Living room with grandmother, mom, dad, young boy, and girl playing.
Tribes must engage in a formal process of collaboration called joint planning.
Desk with 2 people working on laptop computers. A woman standing and pointing to the laptop, and man reading the guide. Woman walks on screen and shakes hand.
It is the ongoing partnership between the Children's Bureau and the tribe to develop, review, and finalize the 5-year Child and Family Services Plan, also known as the CFSP, and the Annual Progress and Services Reports, or APSR. When developing these plans, there are 2 important questions to ask. Is the tribe's child welfare service delivery system comprehensive, coordinated, and effective? And are there any gaps in services or areas where the system can be strengthened?
Narrator walks on screen. Text bubbles appear on screen. 1. Is the tribe's child welfare service delivery system comprehensive, coordinated, and effective? Text bubble appears on screen. 2. Are there any gaps in services or areas where the system can be strengthened?
If any gaps are identified, they should be addressed.
Narrator on screen.
These important collaboration and joint planning discussions include key topics such as identifying the needs of children, youth, and families, identifying service needs that the tribe plans to address, developing goals and objectives that will improve outcomes for children and families, and addressing how the tribe will support the grant and fund the 25% match requirement.
Family of 5 appears on screen. Text appears as narrator reads. Needs of children, youth, and families. Service needs. Improve outcomes for children and families. 25% match requirement.
Joint planning to develop the CFSP and APSR can be accomplished in a 3-step process.
Narrator walks up steps.
The initial step in developing the CFSP is for tribal staff to meet with the Children's Bureau Regional Office Program Specialist to review the program requirements.
Text appears on screen. Step 1. Meet with Children's Bureau Regional Office Program Specialist. Graphic of people sitting around table. Text bubbles with tribal population served. Overview of Title 4B program. Identify community partners.
In Step 2.
Text appears on screen. Step 2. Establish and meet with Title 4B Plan Development Team. Circular graphic.
The tribal program staff will establish and meet with their Title 4B Plan Development Team.
Conference room. People sitting around a large table. People reading the guide.
This team could include tribal child welfare staff and managers, persons with lived experience, elders, tribal leadership, tribal finance staff, and other important community partners. The goal of this meeting is to review the process, include any additional partners, share any relevant tribal data that could inform grant activities, and develop a work plan.
Text appears on screen as narrator reads. Meeting goals. Review the process, include additional partners, share relevant tribal data, develop a work plan.
To complete the CFSP that includes timeframes and major tasks and establishes roles and responsibilities. Tribal program staff conduct the same process each year for the APSR.
Title appears. Annual Progress and Services Report. Year 1, Year 2, Year 3, Year 4, and Year 5 pop up on screen. Graphic of a clipboard.
including the additional requirement of sharing any accomplishments and lessons learned from the previous year's report. In the third and final step,
text appears on screen. Step 3. Consult and coordinate with other tribal programs.
Tribal program staff will consult and coordinate with other tribal programs.
Graphic that shows who the tribe will consult and coordinate with as narrator reads.
Such as partner agencies, including all appropriate local offices or state county agencies within the tribal service delivery system, state, local, tribal, and community-based organizations administering programs that provide services for children and families, and lived experience experts, including parents, birth and adoptive, and representatives of professional and advocacy organizations. Finally, it is important to understand that joint planning is an ongoing process that is accomplished through collaboration, and the planning team can continue to meet and help guide the work throughout the grant cycle.
Conference room. Meeting of the Tribal 4B Work Group. Women present information about the guide. Native American flute music. Narrator and text. Special thanks to Keith Agawa, member of the Lummi Indian Nation. Children's Bureau logo and text, and the Children's Bureau Tribal Work Group.